Yeah, first one I'm talking about a circle. How come the circle defined? Let P is a fixed point. Let P is a fixed point, and they are saying collect a variable points, collect all variable points which are at fixed distance from P. So I'm using two words. First one is a fixed point, second one is a fixed distance. Let P is a fixed point. Let P is a fixed point, and I'm asking you to collect the point, all the points. Collect all the points which are at fixed distance from P. Fixed distance from me means these all things. So what it forms? It forms a circle. Again, I'm saying, see, my topic name is a circle. I want to teach some of the figures in the coordinate geometry. I want to give introduction on that. So the first one is a circle. Collection of all points which are at fixed point, which are at fixed distance from fixed point, which are at a fixed distance from the fixed point. That fixed point is called center, and fixed distance is called radius. Fixed distance is called radius. C. Suppose this is the point P. I want to collect all the points which are at fixed distance from P, which are at fixed distance at P. So this distance should be same, this distance should be same, this distance should be same. The fixed point is called center. Fixed distance is called radius. After defining the things, then on my next slide is what is the equation of a circle. Point one. So whenever I am saying about a circle, first you should ask, sir, what is the center and what is the radius? If suppose center is h comma k and the radius is r, then equation is x minus h whole square y minus k whole square is equal to r square. That is the equation of the circle. X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Some special case, if center is 0, 0, radius is equal to r. If center is 0, 0 means h is 0, r is 0, h is 0, k is 0. Then the equation of a circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. And one more note. General equation of the circle. So actually, generally, every figure has a general equation. Like circle is also having a general equation. The general equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. That's a general equation of the circle, where center is equal to, see, center x का coefficient क्या 2z ना, x coefficient 2z, so it is minus z comma minus f. Radius is square root of g square plus f square minus c. Once I will, sir, first I define what is a circle. The circle is a collection of all points which are at fixed distance from the fixed point. The fixed point is called center and the fixed distance is called radius. So if I give center and the radius, you have to write the equation of the circle, first point. And the general equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. It's a general equation of the circle. If I wrote the general equation of the circle, we should know what is the center and what is the radius. Their center is minus z comma minus f and radius is. The two questions I'm saying. Question number 1. Write the equation of a circle, comma, if center is equal to, if center is equal to 2 comma 3, radius is equal to 5. Yeah. So solution. Then the equation of the circle is see equation of a circle is, as we discussed, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. Now substitute the particular values. X minus 2 whole square, y minus 3 whole square is equal to 25. It's the first one. Please copy this. Please copy this.
Copied, sir.
Completed. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm requesting all the participants, listen the today's class carefully. And it helps a lot. Helps a lot. I'm saying it helps a lot. No need to mug up any formulas if you understand once. Circles means already you studied. That's why might you feel better easy. After parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, it will be very interesting thing. You copy the next one. Yeah. Please copy. The first I wrote, you copy it, meanwhile I'll give a voice over also. If the center is h comma k and the radius is r, then the equation of the circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. If sometimes center becomes 0, 0, center is origin, then the equation of the circle becomes x square plus y square is equal to r square. Earthly pitch. And a very important note here, the general equation of the circle. Everything has a general notation. Everything has a general, like that. Circle also having a general notation. That equation is x square plus y square is equal x square plus y square plus 2x plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Okay, completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Others, please, I'm waiting, please. Don't waste our valuable time. Complete it fast. Yeah, please copy this. Charging. Completed.
Completed, sir.
Yes, very good. Fast. Today, only for today, write fast. Because lot of information I should give today. Next day onwards, I'll change the topic. That's all. Yeah. See, now look at. So two things we studied. When I am talking about the circle, the first thing is, if I give center and radius, we should be in the position to write the equation of a circle. And the second thing is, if I give equation of a circle, you should write center and radius. Those two things you should understand. Okay. So again I'm repeating. If I give center and radius, you should be in the position to write the equation of a circle. If there is an equation of the circle, you should be in the position to write the center and the radius. An example I'm saying. First one, already you wrote that. Let C is equal to 2, 3, R is equal to 5 units. Write equation of a circle. It's the first one. Second thing, let the equation of a circle is x square plus y square. No. Equation of the circle is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square equal to 36. Find C and R, matlab center and radius. And the third one, let the equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus sir, I should I thought I should once discuss the question paper also. So today it will continue. In the next class, definitely I'll discuss the question paper. Like see, on the board there are 3 questions, Baba. Question number 1, I gave center and radius. I am asking the equation of the circle. Case number 1 I am. Now, second case, I gave the equation of the circle. I am asking what is center and radius. And third one also like that only. But the question 3, the specialty is I gave the equation in general format. General equation of the circle. So the first one I am doing solution. Equation of a circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. That is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 25. If you want to simplify, you can simplify using a plus b whole square formula. but at present no need. At present no need. In the same way, let the equation of the circle is this. They are asking center. So when I compare the equation with x minus h whole square, y minus k whole square is equal to r square, easily we can see that center is 2 comma 5 and the radius is equal to 6. Easily you can say that the center and the radius. In the same way, third one. Write the equation of the circle and let the equation of the circle is. Again they are asking find C comma R. So center is equal to, actually what is the equation of circle? General equation of the circle is this: x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Now compare the things, Baba. When I compare the things, 2g is equal to 6, m plus g equal to 3, 2f is equal to 10, m plus f is equal to 5. Implies center is equal to, what is the formula? Minus g comma minus f. Minus g comma minus f, that is minus 3 comma minus 5. And we can calculate the radius also. G square plus f square minus c. Please substitute the values and calculate the radius. Don't mug up, please. Only two ways. If I give equation of a circle, you should calculate center and radius. If I give center and radius, you should calculate the equation.
Sir, root 31.
Root 31. Very good. Please copy. 4 root 2. Root 31 they said. So once calculate this value.
Sir, root 32.
32 आया.
4 root 2.
Yes, sir. 4 root 2.
Okay. मतलब यही का वैल्यू रूट 32 आया.
Completed, sir.
Okay. Others please.
Completed, sir.
Very good. Yes. Now the next question. See, this is about a circle. Yeah, this is about circle. Now, please speak. So many members. Abhishek is there. Anshuman is there. I'm requesting. Please respond when I'm asking a question. But whenever you are studying the circuit, there are only two things. One is a fixed point. One is a fixed point. Other one is a fixed distance. Only two things. Okay. Now when the time so many years, the coordinate geometry is still here only. Fixed distance, a fixed point. After some days, a one man they introduced fixed line. So circle is a certain coordinate system where we studied the theory with the fixed distance and the fixed point. Point A, एक ही line है. A theory is around fixed point and fixed distance. A मतलब called it as a circle. Now they introduced another new thing. They introduced another new thing. It's called fixed line. Now ये क्या है? So now we are dealing with fixed distance. It will not come. We are dealing with two things: fixed point and the fixed line. Please respond. So this is the fixed line. This is the fixed point. Fixed point is called S. Suppose fixed line is equal to 0. Now here I am discussing three cases. Dekho. Case 1, case 2, and the case 3. इसमें please mute yourself. Kruti, mute yourself. Kruti, you can mute yourself. Yeah, see. So whenever a new theory starts with a fixed point and a fixed line, now I'm talking three cases. First case is, see, in this plane, I'm asking you to pick up a one point. See, if you take any point, how it will be now? This point may be nearer to the plane. So if I take a point, this point is nearer to the point, or sometimes if I take a point which is equal distance from both the things. I'm repeating again. Lalit sir, please mute her.
ରବର ଟା ନା ଅରେଞ୍ଜ କଲର ଟା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଉ ବ୍ଲାକ କଲର
Now we are studying it. Now we are studying a theory with. Now we are studying a theory with two things. One is a fixed point, other one is a fixed line. So between fixed point and the fixed line, I am asking to take a one point. If I want to take one point, so the point may be equal distance. The point may be nearer to line. Point may be nearer to point. Am I correct? There will be three cases. We take a fixed point L equal to 0 and pick up a one other point, variable point will say. It's called variable point, matlab any point. If I take any point, that point is satisfies three cases. It may be equal distance from both the things. It may be nearer to the straight line. It may be nearer to the straight line, or it may be nearer to the fixed point. Like there are three cases. So I'm writing one by one case. C. This is a fixed point called S. This is a fixed line called L equal to 0. So case 1. let PBA point, that PBA point, we can write it as a variable point. That PBA variable point such that P is equal, P is at equal distance from S and L equal to 0. That means if you take a P here, if I take a P here, this distance and this distance are equal. That is perpendicular distance. That is SP is equal to PM, where PM is a perpendicular distance from P to line L equal to 0. First case. The case number 2 I am saying. Now case 2. What is the case 2 now? Why we are writing y equal to 0? A y nahi hai baba, L equal to 0. L. Where I wrote y equal to 0? L equal to 0 means 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. L equal to 0. Line equation. So why we are writing L equal to 0 means? Why we are writing L is equal to 0 means? Any line equation is represented with L equal to 0. Suppose this much is the line equation. Line is represented with L equal to 0. That's all. That representation. Now, case number 2. Again, story starts. There is a fixed point. There is a fixed line. Fixed point name I gave as a S. Fixed point line I gave L is equal to 0. I gave L is equal to 0. Now I want to pick up a 1 point. Now I want to pick up a 1 point which is, I want to pick up a 1 point which is nearer to the line. Matlab here. Nearer to the line means what happened? If this P is a variable point, if P is a variable point, so which one is smaller? SP or PM? Can you say? Which one is smaller?
So PM.
PM.
That is, the point is nearer to
Fixed line.
Yeah, the point is nearer to the fixed line. That only I am writing. Let S is a, what we look here. Let P be a. Let P is a variable point which is, let P is a variable point which is, let P is a variable point which is nearer to fixed line L equal to 0 and farther from fixed point S. That is SP is greater than PM. SP is greater than PM. So now this case will say so. We'll take the point which is nearer to P and the farther nearer to fixed point P and the farther to fixed line L equal to 0. Now the figure is correct. One fixed point, fixed line. So SP is less than PM. SP is less than PM. Matlab SP is a smaller one and PM is a larger one. But can anyone say what will be the case 3? Now can anyone say what will be the case 3? What will be the case 3? So respond, respond.
They are in fixed line and
Ah.
farther from the fixed point.
So now the question is, there is a line. No, this side will write the line. There is a line L equal to 0. There is a point, yes. It is called fixed point and it is called fixed line. Okay. Now we have to collect a point P is called variable point, so that it will be farther to and this one. This is the perpendicular distance. Now see, let P be a variable point. Let P be a variable point which is nearer to the line L equal to 0 and farther to the fixed point S. That is, SP is greater than PM. So here also, what is SP? This distance is SP. And the PM means, what is a PM? Where PM is perpendicular line distance, where PM is perpendicular distance from P to the line L equal to 0. This is the perpendicular distance. Okay, I'll draw it. This is the perpendicular distance. This variable point. Same here also. This is the perpendicular distance, where PM is a perpendicular distance. No need to write PEN whole spelling. It is enough to write that shape. See, two perpendicular lines. It is a perpendicular distance from P to the line L equal to 0. In 3 cases. Okay, master. We understood. We understood 3 cases. Look at case number 1. It is. This is case number 2, and this is case number 3. This is a case number. Don't write. Let me explain. It is a case number 2, and this is a case number 1. Okay. Okay, sir. We understood. You are explaining the theory with fixed point and the fixed line. Yes, I'm explaining the theory with fixed point and the fixed line. Now, when we want to take up any point, that point will be maybe at a equal distance, maybe at farther to us, maybe at nearer to us. So if you take like this,
Yeah.
yeah. So now remember, actually I want to introduce 3 statements. One is parabola. Second one is ellipse. And the third one is hyperbola. Like that, I want to introduce the thing. So the magic is that if you want to collect all the points here, which satisfies this condition, it forms this structure itself. It forms this structure itself, like a parabola shape. is the parabola shape. Okay. If you want to collect these points, like which is nearer to S and farther to the line, which is nearer to S and farther to the line, they will get this figure itself. Actually here, half figure only they'll form. Like this only it will form. Half egg, semi-egg. Now what they'll do? They'll do another fixed point here, another fixed line here. So they'll complete the egg. Remember, the first one is a parabola. What is the difference? Parabola means this extension. See, these extensions will go like this. If it is ellipse means these extensions will go down like this.
Like oval shape.
So there is an ellipse. Okay, and when we are talking about the last one, and this is a hyperbola. Hyperbola will come like this. Two things. Now I'm saying again. See, now I'm saying again. I think you people understood. Very good theory on the board I discussed. One more take I'm saying, sir. A small review on the thing what I discussed now. Sir, my theory about fixed point and fixed line. This is my theory now. Sir, if I take a one point, fixed point called S, fixed line is called. Let S be a fixed point, L equal to 0 be a fixed line. Case 1. Let P be any variable point. Let P be any variable point. Then case 1. SP is equal to PM. Case 2. SP is less than PM. Case 3. SP is greater than PM. So these are the things what we discussed just now. That variable P, it may be equal distance from both the points. It may be nearer to S, it may be like that. If both are equal, then we'll say the figure forms is called parabola. It will be in this shape. Not only in this shape, it may be like this. It may be like this. It may be like this. Oh, there are 4 cases. If SP is less than PM, it's a capital M. If SP is less than PM, it will form ellipse. It may be like this. It may be like this. First one I used to call it as a sleeping egg. And the second one I used to call it as a standing egg. The third one, this is called hyperbola, and it will be like this, or it will be like this. Want I'll try clearly. These are the things I discussed, Baba. Okay, now please anyone respond to my answer. This is S is a fixed point, and L equal to 0 is a fixed line. I am taking the point P such that SP is equal to 6 units, PM is equal to 10 units. According to this, what figure it will form?
Sir, ellipse.
Why so?
Sir, because PM is greater than SP.
Yes, it forms ellipse. Now,
Sir, hyperbola. Hyperbola.
Yes, sir. Hyperbola.
why so? Only Why hyperbola?
Because SP is greater than PM.
Very good, sir. I'm very happy. Today I'm very happy. Everyone is responding. No, can you?
Sir, it's a
Parabola.
Yeah, it's a parabola. Now, SP is equal to 6 units. PM is equal to 10, like 6 units. Second one, SP is equal to 6 units. PM is equal to 10 units. 12 units. Third one, SP is equal to 12 units. PM is equal to 6 units. Now, case 1 it forms.
Sir, parabola.
Yeah. Parabola. Case 2 it forms.
ellipse.
Ellipse.
Case 2 it forms.
Hyperbola.
Hyperbola.
Now, I am defining one word. See, the word is called eccentricity. Spelling, I'll write it again. The spelling is eccentricity. What is this eccentricity? No? Sir, how you people are saying it is a parabola, it is ellipse, it's hyperbola. This purely depends on the distances. It purely depends on the distances. It purely depends on the distances. What they are doing, okay, your students are describing the figure depends on the distances. Na? Now divide both the things. Eccentricity is nothing but SP by PM. I'm writing two numbers now. If you divide both the things, what you will get? That is called. If you divide both the things, what you will get? That is called eccentricity. Yeah, that is called eccentricity. So, eccentricity is nothing but SP by PM. Sir, it is fact that, and eccentricity is denoted with E. And it is fact that parabola eccentricity is 1 and ellipse eccentricity is less than 1. Hyperbola eccentricity is greater than 1. See, I'm discussing the new term eccentricity. Eccentricity is the ratio between SP and PM. Eccentricity is the ratio between SP and PM. Since when we are talking about the parabola, both are equal. Since we are talking about the parabola, both are equal. So SP and PM are equal. Both are getting cancelled. Eccentricity is 1. Second thing, since SP is smaller one, PM is larger one. Smaller thing by larger one, it's always less than 1. And when we are talking about hyperbola, SP by PM, SP is a larger, PM is a smaller. Larger by smaller is greater than 1. That's all. I'm saying, see, eccentricity is the ratio. The ratio between SP and the PM is called eccentricity, where S is fixed point, M is variable point, और एक क्या? PM is perpendicular distance from P to fixed line L equal to 0. It is denoted with E. Now for the parabola, eccentricity is 1. For the ellipse, eccentricity is less than 1. For the hyperbola, eccentricity is greater than 1. Shall I repeat? Shall I repeat?
No, sir.
Please start doing. Please copy it. Case 1, case 2, case 3. Lot of thing is there to write. First write down. If you want me to explain, I'll explain. Copy it. After completing the thing, please let me know. I'll change the 10 minutes are there. Within 10 minutes, you have to finish.
Done, sir.
Nana, you understood?
Done, sir.
Slide number 2, please. Copy it. So completed.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done, sir.
Copy this. See, in the next class, there is a small questioning hour for half an hour. I'll ask the questions. You have to say the answers on coordinate geometry, like circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Done, sir.
You wrote parabola or hyperbola? What you wrote now?
The hyperbola.
Please copy this last slide.
Completed, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
Please do it fast.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll meet again. In the next class we'll meet again. Don't miss the class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.